Makeup's Blur Liquid Matte Foundation is vegan, oil-free, cruelty-free, silicone-free, and gluten-free. Could you want anything more in a foundation? I don't think so. Hi everyone, it's Shirin. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're trying out the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Matte Foundation. As you guys know, I'm on the hunt for a silicone-free foundation to replace my current one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out my 1-month Drunk Elephant skin update. I'll have it linked up here and in the description as well. I went to Sephora yesterday and I got 2 samples in 2 of their lightest shades, Fair and Ivory. I wanted to test it out before committing to buying the full size because it retails for $40 and I'm not about to spend $40 on something that may not work for me. Sephora samples are the way to go. So here are the swatches of the 2 different shades. First one is Ivory, this one is Fair with neutral to yellow undertones, and then the second one is Fair, which is Fair with pink undertones. On camera, it looks like they're pretty much the same color. There is a slight difference though. When you look at it up close and in person, you can tell that Fair definitely does have more of a pink undertone to it. It's very, very subtle though, but it's enough of a difference for me to be like, I'm more on the Ivory side because I like more of the neutral to yellow undertones. Whenever I have a foundation with pink undertones, I feel like it just kind of washes me out, it just makes me look weird. So we're gonna stick with Ivory. For reference, here are some swatches of other foundations in fair to light shades. From left to right, we have Bare Minerals, Bare Skin, and Bare Linen 3, and then the 2 Milk Makeup ones in Fair and Ivory, the Origin Stay Tuned Bouncing Face Makeup in Fair, and then Fenty's Pro Filter in 150. I'm also going to leave them up on the screen for a second, so if you want to grab a screenshot, go ahead. Alright, before we get into it, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for this review, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below and turn on post notifications. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into it. I already prepped my skin with Drunk Elephant C Firma and B Hydra. I just mixed them together and then applied them to my face. I really like that B Hydra doubles not only as a moisturizer, but as a primer as well. I also don't have any silicone-free primers, so when you mix a silicone primer with a silicone-free foundation, they just don't mix. That's why I like this guy. Silicone-free. I'm gonna start off by zooming you guys in a little bit so you can see what's going on more clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by taking Ivory and just dotting this onto my face with my finger. Typically, I don't do this. I take it directly onto my brush and then stipple it onto my face and then blend it out. But since this isn't in a bottle, I don't really want it to spill and like overflow onto my brush. And I don't really need a whole lot of product with this from what I've seen in other people's tutorials and reviews and stuff, so this is what we're doing. Alright, I feel like this is enough to start with. If I feel that I need more, I'll go back and just add some more. Not a big deal. So to blend everything out, I'm going to be using my Sonia Kashuk number 130 brush. I got this from Target several years ago. I'm not sure if they still sell it. I don't think they do, but it's just like this very dense, fluffy brush, and I love it for foundation. It makes blending product out so easy. I can be done in like a minute or 2. Okay, right off the bat, it's blending out very easily with just a little bit that I put on my face. It's giving me a nice sheer coverage, but like a full coverage at the same time. It's very nice. Like all this redness that I had over here from like my acne scars and active breakouts, covered. That's amazing. It also seems like it's the perfect color match for my skin. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's just right. It's like Goldilocks. Wow, my skin looks flawless. This is so nice. And it does look like it has a matte finish to it. I know that in other videos that I saw, like people were saying that it didn't really dry down completely. I'm thinking maybe they used too much product, but I don't know. Let me finish my face and then I'll see if it transfers or not. This feels so nice and lightweight. It just looks like skin, it feels like skin. I really, really hope that it continues to wear like this throughout the day, because if it does, guys, I think we just found my new foundation. Okay, so I just finished blending out all the foundation on my face. I could use a little bit more just on the sides, like on my temples, because I do have some acne scarring here that I would like to cover up. I didn't have enough product to go around it, but otherwise, the rest of my face looks really nice and flawless. There is a little bit of my scarring that is still peeking through, but I really like how it just looks like skin. Like, I'm totally okay with that, and I feel like if I went in with another layer, I could just cover that even more. But I don't really want to cake it up. I like where this is at, so I'm just going to keep it like this and just add a little bit more to the temples. I'm using, like, the littlest amount. I feel like I barely made a dent into this guy. Like, this could probably last me a month. Wow. Okay, yeah, instantly, that is gone. This could use a little bit more. Alright, that's looking good. When I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I feel like it is matte, but it's more of a satiny matte. As you can tell, I still have a little bit of shine going on, especially on my forehead and just right along my cheekbones, but I'm not mad about that. I'm actually very into satin finishes. I much prefer them over mattes because for some reason, matte foundations tend to draw out texture and emphasize these fine lines and stuff that I never really knew I had, and I probably don't. It's just like, it's creating this weird texture on my face. Anyway, not relevant. Moving on. Let's check to see if this does transfer. It feels pretty dry to the touch. It's just like slightly wet. It has very minimal transfer. Okay, so here's what I think. If you go in with a really light layer of this foundation, you're gonna be fine and it will give you more of that matte finish. But if you go in and just kind of cake it on, you might be getting more transfer and you're probably gonna run into more issues with it, and it won't probably stay as well as it would just like this. Now, I'm debating whether or not I should powder my face. Because the finish right now, I'm very happy with it. Like, this is my ideal finish. Okay, you know what? Let's powder half of my face. That way we can check back and see if there is a difference. So let me grab my powder real quick, I'll be right back. To set half of my face, I'm going to be using the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Soft Light. Here's what it looks like. It's just a translucent powder, but the best part is that it's only $1 and it works so nicely. I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to check it out. So to apply this, I'm going to be going in with this fluffy Morphe brush, and then I'm going to be setting, which side do I want to set? Let's set this side since I have this breakout. I want to see if it'll just look flawless throughout the day or not. So all I'm going to do is just gently tap into it, tap off any excess, and then tap it into my skin. Ooh, okay, yes, I'm definitely already seeing a difference. Can you see? Like, this side has the shine, this side is completely matte. Like, when you add the powder, it makes the foundation a true matte foundation. Alright, here's what it's looking like. Powdered, not powdered. What do you guys think? Do you see a difference? If you do, comment down below and let me know which side do you prefer, the powdered one or just the foundation by itself. When I look at myself up close in the mirror, I actually prefer the powdered side because it does smoothen it out and it just kind of blurs my pores. It makes the texture look a lot smoother, whereas on the side that doesn't have the powder, not that it's really settling into fine lines or pores or anything like that, but it's kind of just not as smooth. I just uploaded my footage to my computer and realized I completely forgot to press record when I mentioned that the time that I put on the foundation was 11:20, so here I am. It's like, what time is it now? It's 12:28. On the plus side, at least now I get to do a 1-hour check-in with you guys. So I'm still preferring this side, which is the powdered down side, only because the side that I didn't powder down still has that shine to it. Something else that I want to mention is that I'm not really seeing it separate on my face yet. I know this has been an issue for other people, especially around your nose or places that you typically get oily, which for me is my nose and like just my T-zone. So that's a good sign. Hopefully it stays that way and doesn't separate. I don't know, we shall see. I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost 6 hours now, and my face is still looking overall really nice. The powdered side is obviously still more matte, and I really do like this side a lot better. The only major difference that I'm seeing now is that in the smile lines, it's very, very slightly starting to kind of settle into them, but it's really not that bad. It's like not really noticeable. And then it is kind of starting to separate along the forehead and like around this area on my cheek, but even that isn't that bad. Like when I look at it up close, it's seriously like not that much of a big deal. I would be fine just going out like this. Not that big of an issue, at least not for me. If that's something that concerns you, just keep that in mind. I also want to mention that I did add a little bit of contour to my forehead and like along my cheeks. I also did go in with a little bit of sparkly pink shadow in my inner corners, and just that's it. I just added a little bit more makeup, but nothing that really changed the way the foundation is gonna wear. And if you're wondering what's up with the outfit change, I just filmed a What's in My Music Festival makeup bag video, which It should be up on my channel by the time you're watching this, so I'll leave that linked if you want to watch it. I'm also going to insert clips of what this looks like in natural daylight so you guys get a better feel for it. Do you see what I mean about the separation on the unpowdered side? Yeah, you definitely need powder with this foundation. As far as my breakout goes, it didn't cling to it and become flaky, so that was really nice. On the unpowdered side, it did also separate around my nose. This was filmed during golden hour, which is why you're seeing that orangey hue on me, but trust me, I'm a pale princess. Alright, so it's 7:20, which means we finally hit the 8-hour mark. This is going to be the final check-in. My skin is still looking the same exact way that it did the last time I checked in with you guys in natural lighting. I'm honestly very impressed with the finish of this foundation. I definitely still prefer the powdered downside just because it looks a lot better and true to the matte finish that it claims to have. I haven't blotted my face at all throughout the day. I haven't powdered it. I haven't touched it up at all. I just added a little bit of makeup like I did mention before, but that's it. It hasn't separated any more than it did before. I'm honestly very surprised by that. I was expecting it to separate a lot more. Overall, I'm very happy with this foundation. It's just wearing so beautifully, and I would totally purchase it. If you guys do end up getting this foundation, I would say start off by applying a little bit and build it up because a little bit does really go a long way. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!